Hi everyone! Hello! Welcome to, hey there Fiona! Good morning guys! Happy Thursday! We're doing another 35-minute long Orangetheory workout this morning, and it is really cold here today, so I am inside instead of outside like I usually am. My dog is also here. He likes to get in the shot, so hopefully he doesn't get in the way. But today, all you need is your body weight and then either a chair or a couch or an ottoman or something raised, because we will be using that during the class today. And again, I get all of these workouts from Orangetheory. They are posting the free workouts every single day on their website. So hop on there if y'all want to do this other days without me. And today's I shortened a little bit from what they put on there, but it's the same exercises. But we will go ahead and get started with your warm-up. So if y'all want to go ahead and stand it up, we're going to start with side to side toe taps. So you're just going to get down low, and we're going to tap it side to side. On Facebook, y'all may get my head cut off a little bit in some of these, but Instagram, y'all got a good view. So you're just tapping your toe side to side. It's okay if you don't get super low. Just go to where it feels good. Again, we are just getting warm. So we're going to start with this for 20 seconds. And then we are going into a squat overhead reach. So we'll go ahead and take it down. You're going to squat it down, stay back at those heels. Arms go up as you squat it down. So you're getting the squat, warming up those legs, but we're also warming up through the shoulders, through the arms. We're going to do this for 20 seconds. Watch your knee placement. Your knees should always stay behind your toes when you are doing a squat. So if you find that your knees are going over like this and you're going up on those toes, focus on pulling your toes up towards your face and keep your weight in those heels. All right, one more of those. Then we have some hip rotations. You're going to go outward. This is external rotation, and then come back in. So we'll do about 30 seconds each where you are rotating between internal and external rotation. And then we will go to the other leg. So really opening up through those hips. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and switch. I'm going to push this up so y'all can see me a little better. So again, going out and then back in. Internal, external. So today's workout is lower body focused and endurance. So that means there's going to be less breaks. Endurance days, we're really training the heart to go for longer periods of time without having to take breaks. Do one more internal, external rotation. All right, now we're going to put those legs wide, and we're going to alternate lateral lunges. You're going to feel this stretching through that inner thigh. It's okay, again, if you're not getting super low, we're just getting warm. We're not going for that full lunge, just rocking side to side, just like on the squats. You want to make sure those knees stay behind your toes. Both of your toes should be pointed forward. A lot of times people will be out, toes will be pointed out this way. That's where your knees are going to go. So point those toes forward and just rock those hips, shifting side to side. We're going to finish our warm-up with jumping jacks, 30 seconds. Option 2, hop it out or step it out. In 3, 2, 1, jumping jacks. Get that heart rate up before we go into our first block today. So again, I'll always be giving you options if this is the first time you've joined in. An option is just another exercise that works the same muscle groups, but less impact. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Hopefully you are nice and warm. If you're not feeling warm enough quite yet, you can keep doing jumping jacks or any of those other warm-up exercises that we just did. I'm going to go ahead ahead and explain block number 1. This is a 6-minute long block, and we have 4 exercises. You will be counting out your reps, and I will be keeping track of the total time. So if you get off from me, that's okay. Just go at your own pace. First thing we have is hip abduction. So you're going to stand up, roll the shoulders back. One leg at a time is going to go out and then back in. Out, back in. Focus on flexing your toe. I always say toes to your nose. You're going to feel it more through that glute. You do 12 on the left and then switch it over and do 12 on the right. If you own mini bands, you can always add mini bands to this to make it more challenging around that upper part of your lower leg. Your option there is just to reduce the range of motion, not go up quite as far, and you can always hold on to something for balance. Then we have monster walks. You're going to squat it down, keep your weight in your heels, walking it forward 4 steps. So count it out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay low, count it out, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1 rep, and you're gonna do 4 of those. Go slow and try and stay low to get the most out of this. You're gonna feel it through those glutes. Your option is to stand it up a little bit and not squat down quite so far. Then we have a jump squat. Jump squats, feet are shoulder width apart, stay back on those heels, go into your squat, and then you're gonna transition onto the toes and explode up, land with soft knees, going into that next squat. Your option is to reduce the range of motion on the squat and then eliminate that jump and just go up onto the toes for a calf raise. You have 12 of those. And our final exercise is called a good morning, and this works through those hamstrings. Told y'all this is a lower body day. The first thing I want you to do is roll those shoulders back. We tend to forget about our upper body. Roll the shoulders back, slight bend in both of those knees. Hands can go up behind the head, and you're just going to lean it forward, keeping your weight back in your heels, feeling it working through those hamstrings, and then come back up to neutral. Everyone's range of motion is different here. So your option is to just reduce the range of motion, go to where it feels tension, but it doesn't hurt. So 12 reps of all of those except for the monster walks, which you are doing 4 reps. I'm going to go ahead and get the timer started for 6 minutes. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Hip abduction. Again, your toes are flexed, pointed up towards the sky, and slow it down. The slower you go, the more you are going to get out of this exercise, but we are really going to feel it through the glutes, especially in the side part of the glute. Once you've done 12, then you're going to switch over to the right side. Morning, Carter. Toes to the nose. Really focusing on your form, whether you're new to exercise or you're someone who exercises all the time. These bodyweight exercises are even more effective when we focus on those little form details, like pulling your toes up towards the sky. Once you've finished your 12 reps of hip abduction, then it is monster walks. So get down low in that squat. Stay low. It's like there's a ceiling above your head, and if you are bobbing up and down, you're going to hit your head on that ceiling. Ooh, don't trip over your mat like I did. So you're doing 4 steps forward, and then 4 steps backward, and that is 1 rep, and you're doing 4 reps total. Come on, challenge yourself here. You should feel it burning through those glutes already. I am. If you don't, see if you can sit a little bit lower. All right, that was 4. Going into my jump squats, 12 of those. Remember, your option is to eliminate that jump. Take it down, explode, land with nice soft knees. When I say land with nice soft knees, I mean land with your knees already starting to bend. We don't want to land with our knees locked out like this, that puts a lot of tension, increases your risk of injury. See how high you can get. Even if you're going up on those toes, you can still focus on the power of this movement. Really driving up onto those toes. See where that power comes, even without that jump. You get just as much out of it. Once you finish your 12 of those jump squats, then going into the good mornings, bring that heart rate down a little bit. 12 of these. Again, roll the shoulders back. Slight bend in those knees at all times. Notice how my back stays flat the whole time. 12 of these. Nice and slow. A lot of times in the studio, people will just rush through these exercises, trying to get in as many rounds as possible. But I much prefer that you go slow and controlled, focus on your form, and that's where you're going to get the most out of it. So counting out 12 of these, and focus on that breathing. We got that heart rate up during those jump squats. You've got 12 of those, and when you finish, you are going back to exercise 1, which was that hip abduction. All right, feel free to take breaks as needed. That's why you are counting out your own reps, so you can go at your own pace. For these hip abductions, again, keeping a slight bend in the leg that is holding you up, that you're balancing with. It's going to be a little bit easier to balance than if you were locked out, and also engage those quad muscles a little bit more. Less than 2 minutes remaining in this block. Let's see what we can get through. Switching over to the other side once you've done 12. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Focus on your breathing. Again, I said this was an endurance day, which means trying to take as little breaks as possible to train that body from an endurance standpoint. Lower body focus, endurance focus, and our next block is going to be a little bit more endurance focused as far as more cardio. All right, once you've completed that, going into those monster walks. Whew, I feel them burning. Stay down nice and low, maybe challenging yourself to get a little bit lower than last time. We've got less than a minute on these exercises, and then we are moving on. Today's class is going to fly by. Remember, 4 steps forward, 4 steps back. That is 1 rep. And I'll bring you back down here so y'all can see. There we go. Staying nice and low. Come on, can you sink down a little bit lower? We got less than a minute left. Jump squats coming next. Go right into them. We got 10 seconds left. How many can you bust out? 3, 2, 1, and rest. Now's the time to grab that water. Take a quick sip if you need it. We're going into block number 2. And like I said, this one is a little bit more cardio focused. We're working on getting that heart rate up. Don't worry though, no burpees this time. Also no high knees. So in Orangetheory, we use the terminology base, push, and all out so that you have an idea of how hard you are working. So in the studio, that's the terminology we use when you're on the treadmills. Your base is your foundation. Think an intensity that would feel like you were going for 30 minutes, and you could do it for 30 minutes straight, and then you would have to take a break and walk. A push is getting uncomfortable. That's where your heart rate is getting up closer to 84% of your max heart rate, up into the 90% ranges. And then we have all out, which is your maximal effort. This is very uncomfortable, and you would not be able to have a conversation with the person next to you during that all out. So that's what we are mimicking with these exercises today. For your push effort, we are doing a walkout to push-up for 1 minute. For this, you're going to start on the edge of your mat, carpet, whatever it is. Reach down towards the ground. It's okay if you have to bend your legs. You're going to walk it out into a plank position and go into a push-up and then walk it back up, standing all the way up in between. Your option is to walk it down, drop it to the knees, and then go into your push-up. You can also do this on a couch. So if you wanted to stand in front of your couch and then kind of walk it forward and go into your push-up that way. That works too. We're going to do that for 1 minute. Then your base, which is more like your active recovery, is a reverse lunge, alternating. So just alternating between the right and left. Option is to reduce that range of motion. Don't go down quite as far. We're going to go back into that walk out to push up a few times actually, and then we're going to end this block with an all-out effort running man. For this running man, you're in that plank position on the ground. You're going to explode through those toes, bringing your knees up to your chest. Your option, you can take it up to a raised surface, like on your couch or an ottoman or something, or you can slow it down and not go quite as quickly. So that is your block. It is 5.5 minutes long. We are starting with that walkout to push up, and like I said, it'll be 1 minute of all of these except for the final all out, which is 30 seconds. So here we go, walk out to push up in 3, 2, 1, let's go. And you should feel a nice good stretch through the hamstrings as you walk it out and walk it up. So you're gonna feel here and then stand all the way up. 1 minute here. By the end of this minute, it should be feeling uncomfortable. Try to minimize the time spent up at the top to rest. We're just standing all the way up to get that full range of motion, not taking it as a rest period. You are halfway there. Squeeze that core in that push-up, whether your knees are down or your knees are up. You should be flat like a board. Hips should be in line with the shoulders, no higher and no lower. Less than 10 seconds and there's no breaks here. We're going to go right into those reverse lunges in 3, 2, 1. Alternating reverse lunges. Remember to keep your feet on train tracks, not a tightrope. That means they should be shoulder width apart throughout this whole movement. Here for 1 minute. And then we're going back into those walkouts to push up. So focus on your breathing. This is your active recovery. 5.5 minutes without breaks. You got it. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Just breathe. Ten seconds, and we're going right into those walkouts to push-ups. In 3, 2, 1. Walk out to push-up. Hit that plank position before going into that push-up. Small rest just at the top. Not long enough for a breath. Breathe in on your way down. Breathe out as you push it up from that bottom position. Connecting your breathing to your movements is going to help you to give a little bit more on the harder part of that movement. 20 seconds left. Come on, bust a couple more out. You got it. Then we have your alternating lunges. In 3, 2, 1, stand it up. Alternating reverse lunges, so we are taking it back. And when we step it back like this, it makes it easier to keep your knee behind your toe. So still focus on the knee, still focus on that toe placement. A lot of times I'll see people in the studio who are letting their knee bump down on the ground. Stop your body from hitting the ground before it gets there. So a little more tension makes it a little bit more challenging. It's also just better for your knee so we don't get bruises. This is our last time doing these alternating reverse lunges. Next, we are going into another push, which is that walk out to push up. And after that minute, we will go right into your all-out effort, 30 seconds of that running man. So here we go. Walk out to push up. Last time. 3, 2, 1. Let's see it. Come on. Same intensity as you gave the first round we did these. Don't forget your option is to drop those knees or take it onto more of a raised surface to get some of that weight out of your hands. If your knees are down, you're still flat from shoulders to the knees. Come on, you're halfway there. You got it. Last time on these. On your push-ups, your elbows can either go wide, like this, or if you keep them close to the body and take them back, you're going to get more through the triceps. So whichever one fits your goals, feel free to do your push-up in that way. Come on, one more. We got 5 seconds, and then we're going right into those running mans. 3, 2, 1. Come on, all out. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 30 seconds here. And your option is to take it up onto that couch or raised surface. Halfway. Hold on to it. Come on, come on, come on. 3, 2, 1. And rest. Good job. Block 2 is done. Grab your water. I'm going to go over what we've got for block number 3. So grab your water, take a sip as I am going over this. Hopefully you were pushing at an all out where that last one got you pretty tired. This next block is where you will need a chair or a couch or a coffee table or ottoman or something, because we will be using that for all of these exercises. Me too, Donna. Heavy breathing over here. All right, so for this one, this is another 6-minute long block. We're going to start with single leg sit to stand. What this means is that you're going to be doing one-legged exercise. You're going to be in front of that couch or chair, whatever it is. One foot is going to be out in front of you. Heel goes down, which means your weight is in that big foot that's supporting you. You're going to take it down and then stand it back up. You're going to go 6 on the right, 6 on the left. Your option is to use those hands to help you. If you don't need to use your hands, then try to just tap it down and then stand it up. Again, 6 on the right, 6 on the left. Next exercise is decline hip rocks. So for this one, your feet go up on that surface, palms are right underneath those shoulders, and you're going to rock the hips to the left, rock the hips to the right, feeling nice workout through those obliques. This one's pretty challenging because you've got a lot of weight in your arms. So your option is to bring those feet down onto the ground, or take the opposite way, hands go up on that raised surface, and then you rock that way. And that is going to put more weight in your feet, less weight in your hands. And you have 6 on each side, so that will be 12 total. Then we have a split squat. One leg is going to go back on your couch. Again, maintaining that train tracks, not a tightrope. You're going to go down as far as your body will let you go, and then come back up. You can always find something to grab onto during this. So if you have a wall nearby or a table to help with the balance, so that is an option. Or you can eliminate that one-legged squat and stick to just body squats. 6 on each side. If you do body squats, 12 total. And then we have a chair hip bridge. So this time, you're going to put your shoulder blades on the bench, on your chair. You're going to raise those hips up, squeeze at the top like you're in a bridge position. You should be flat, and then come down, trying not to let your glutes tap down each time. Your option, you can take it onto the ground for a hip bridge. And you have 6 of those. This is a 6-minute long block. Again, you are counting out your reps, 6 of all of these on each side. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Single leg, sit to stand. One leg is out in front, straightened. Heel goes down. Try and just tap it down and then stand it back up. Really focusing on the control of this movement. 6 of them. Option, sit it all the way down. Use your hands to help push you up. And when you've done 6, you will then switch over to the other side. These single leg movements are way more challenging than when we work out on both legs at the same time, those bilateral movements, because we all have one side that is stronger than the other, that we tend to use more or push off more, and this forces us to strengthen both equally. When you've done 6 of those, you're then going to move on to those decline hip rocks. Remember your options. You can be flat on the ground or go opposite with your hands up on the chair. 6 on each side, which would be 12 total. All right, when you've done 12 of those, then switching it over to your split squat. Again, this is a pretty challenging movement. So if you need to go to the option and do a unilateral squat, or bilateral squat, sorry, then do that. Do what's best for you and your body. That's going to prevent injuries. And we'll make our way up to this. Really squeeze your core. If you're struggling with balance, squeeze the core muscle, squeeze that belly like you're bracing for someone to punch you in the stomach. And that's going to help. It also helps if you find one spot to stare at throughout this movement. 6 on the left, 6 on the right. All right, you've done 6 of those, so now we're moving on to your chair hip bridge. 6 of these. Option is to lay flat on the ground and go into that hip bridge. Shoulder blades up on your couch. Weight is going to stay back in those heels. Lift them up, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core, hold for 2 seconds. Come back down, but don't let those hips touch the ground. 6 of these. And once you've completed 6, you're just going back through those same exercises, starting with that sit to stand, one-legged. We're over halfway through this block. See if you can get through it one more time before time is called. Still watching the knee. As you sit back, the knee that the weight is on should never be going over that toe. It's like there's a wall there and it can't go forward. You should feel that you are pushing through your heels on both feet. Once you've done 6, switch it over. Legs are gonna be feeling like jello after today. It's gonna be good. All right, once you've done 6, moving on to those hip rocks, really focused on the obliques. I'm gonna go with the option this time for those of y'all who maybe have forgotten. You can go feet on the ground, hands on your couch. That is 6 each side, 12 total. Split squats are next. Option again is to go 12 bodyweight squats. Squeeze that core. Find something to stare at. A little over a minute remaining. How can you challenge yourself in this final minute of work? We will have one more very short block after this one before we cool down. It is super short. It's only 2.5 minutes. We're going to end the day getting our heart rate up just a little bit more. It's going to be great. Come on, less than a minute remaining. You got it. Stay moving. We are so close to being done with today's workout. Final 30. When you're finished with those, you can go ahead and go into those hip bridges. 6 of them. Option, take it down to the ground. Drive up through those hips. Hold. Come back down. If you're on the ground, you will bring your hips all the way down for this one to get that full range of motion. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Grab your water. We've got one final block. And this is a cardio block. We're going to get that heart rate up, some interval style, just to finish out the day. For 30 seconds, you're going to do those jumping jacks that we did during our warm-up. Again, option to jump it out, or you can step it out, alternating. You're going to do that. We'll take a 15-second break, and then we have plank up. Yeah, we're going to do these. They're not called plank jacks. They're called pop squats. So you're going to go down into that plank position. You're going to hop your feet up like a burpee, landing on those heels. But instead of standing all the way up, you're going to stay low. Arms come up. Step it back. Option is to walk your heels up. Still making sure that your heels are on the ground. Hands go up. We've got that for 30 seconds. We're just going to do those exercises 2 times through, 2.5 minutes. Get that heart rate up. We're going into those jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Focus on your breathing. Come on, commit to these final 2.5 minutes that you're going to see them through. Work towards those goals today. It's kind of chilly. You may not get outside. But you're starting your day off with a nice, good workout. Especially you. Everyone on Mountain Time, waking up super early to join us. 3, 2, 1. Take a rest, 15 seconds, and we've got those pop squats. I'm going to move him out of the way. Focus on the plank position. That's the foundation. Hips should never drop below the shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Pop it up, but we're not jumping it up like a burpee. Focus is on getting that chest up quickly, staying down on the heels. Option again, walk it back, walk it up. You're halfway. Come on, you got it. 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds. Both of those exercises. One more time through and that's it. Then we stretch. And that's it. You've done it. Here we go. Back to jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1. Go. How many can you get in? Come on, you got 15 seconds to go. Bust them out. 15 seconds. Final 30 of effort, and then we stretch. In through the nose, out through your mouth. Come on, recover and commit to this final 30. You have it in you. I know this one's a little more challenging than the jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1, let's go. How many can you get through? Come on. Halfway. Stay on those heels. If you find yourself on your toes before standing up, walk them up. Come on, final 5, bust them out. Let's go, let's go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Grab your water. Whew. We are going to go ahead and stretch and finish out your day. All right. For this stretch, this is a standing lateral stretch. Just grab a chair or use a counter space or something. You're going to feet shoulder width apart. Keep a nice flat back. And then just push down with those shoulders to where it feels good. Where you feel a stretch through the top of those shoulders. And focus on your breathing. No, we really just got that heart rate up. Good job. Nice stretch through those shoulders. I know we didn't work a ton of shoulders, but we did do quite a few plank movements and some push-ups. 3, 2, 1. Standing hamstring stretch. So find a raised surface to put your foot up on. Try and keep those shoulders square. So push those shoulders down and back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And then just leaning forward. How far you can go where you feel a stretch to the hamstring without your shoulders collapsing like this. So roll them back. We're going to hold it here for about 20 seconds, and then we'll switch over to the other side. Thanks for joining me, y'all. We will be uploading this to the portal and YouTube. I know last week and the week before are both already up there. So we'll try and get that up quickly. If you missed it, Dr. Lucas did a diabetes talk last night that will be posted. Share it with people. We all know someone affected by diabetes. Maybe it's a family member or a friend or a coworker that you think maybe would just get some good information out of it. Share that resource. I'll be doing this every Thursday for April. So keep joining me. And again, if y'all wanted to do more of these Orangetheory workouts, you don't have to do them with me. You just go to the Orangetheory at Home website, Google it, then you can see their workouts every day and all of the previous ones. So you can get a lot of workouts in. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going into a figure 4 stretch. So hold on to something, cross your ankle over your knee, and then you're just going to sit it down. Sitting down as low as you can, where you start to feel that stretch. All right, switch sides. Thank y'all so much for joining me. If you are new to exercising and you're sore tomorrow, that's okay. Stretch it out. Go for a walk. Get that blood moving. That's going to help with your soreness. Stretching is always going to be helpful, so you can go back and watch Jamie's yoga classes if you need a good stretch. Super Kids is going on. We have so much fun, exciting things happening. Bring it to y'all while you're at home. So just tune in for all of these things, and we miss you.